Hello boys and girls, today we're going to learn how to change the spring on the Laing Steadicam arm. There are two springs, we'll only be changing one because they're identical. We need to make up a bit of a rig to hold onto the arm. It has two screws and a strategically drilled hole, and we use that to increase and release tension on the arm to make the spring easier to remove. The first thing we do is hold the arm in place with those two screws and then just gradually pull it back and use a screwdriver or whatever to hold that in place. Then we need to remove the screw from that top pivot point. So a Phillips head screwdriver. Nobody saw that, did they? Okay, so once we have that screw out, we have to knock out the center pin. So I'm just using a bit of cloth over the top of the adjustment spanner so I don't wreck anything. Pull the pin out. Now that's the outside pin. Now this slides out, and you watch very carefully here because there are two little... oh, there goes one. And you'll see they're tiny brass washers. Easy to lose. And the second one we can see right there. So once we've carefully got those, we can then remove out that center column. Oh. And there are two bearings that we take out. So we have two bearings, two brass washers, the pin itself, center column, and the screw. That's all there is to it. Once that's open, we can see and get access to the spring. Now we take the Steadicam arm out of its rig. Right, now we have to wind the adjustment screw all the way down to the bottom. And once we've done that, the spring itself is fairly easy to remove. There we go. That's it. Now we need to remove that adjustment block completely. So we remove the bottom screw. Wind the adjustment block back up a little bit so we have some room, and then we can actually pull it out. There we go. There is a bearing top and bottom. So now we'll continue to wind and take that right out. That whole adjustment screw and the bearing comes out. And the spring comes out with that mounting block. The final thing we need to do is remove that grub screw with an Allen key. Once that's out, our spring's free and clear. So we can then change the spring to a heavier, lighter spring and reverse the process. That's all there is to it. Stay tuned for next week's exciting installment when we will reinstall the spring in the Laing Steadicam arm.